Welcome back to the channel, and today on Supercar Street Racing, we are so happy to have you to look at the X31 Shockwave from Skyrider. You see it right here looking so fresh in front of me, and it's $35 at Home Depot. And checking out the box here, we see a lot of cool features. Let's check it out. Having nothing at all to do with this alien, we have the X31 Shockwave. It is a quadcopter drone with Wi-Fi camera, and it has Wi-Fi real-time photo and video, smartphone control. It can stream video to phone and goggles. It has navigation lights and a 2.4 gigahertz remote with a phone holder. And today we're going to be unboxing this. The app is right here. It tells you how to get it right here, and we'll look at that also on Supercar Street Racing. Let's get rolling. Inside the box of the Skyrider X31 Shockwave now, and we can see what came with this drone. It did come with a small screwdriver, some replacement rotors there, does have a manual right here. It has a USB charger, so it has a Type A on one side and a proprietary connection for the battery. It does come with a 400 milliamp hour battery, a very small one. Now to charge this, you can see how you have to hook that up. You hook it directly to the cable that normally would go to the battery. You disconnect that and hook up the charger. And it does take about an hour and a half to charge the battery. And the flying time is supposed to be somewhere between 7 and 10 minutes, and we will see. And then right here, looking so fresh, is the 2.4 gigahertz remote control for the drone. And it has a phone clamp up there. Beware, that might not be a good stable connection for your phone to be on. If it falls off and you break your phone like I did, don't be surprised. So be careful of this phone connector right here. Now, this does take batteries. You have to put your own batteries in it. So let's open this thing and see what kind it takes. Inside of the drone remote control for the X31, you can see that it has 4 AA AC Delco batteries in it, who also make auto parts, and that is all you need to actually get this thing running. 4 batteries in the remote control. And go ahead and close that, and then once you power on the remote control, you are able to set up the gyroscope on the drone and then do everything else from the remote control, like setting the pitch, the roll, and the headless mode. Now the app that you're gonna need is the Skyrider Cruise app here. And the first thing you do when you power your drone on with this Skyrider app is you connect to it via Wi-Fi to the actual drone. Your drone will pull up a hotspot, and then this app will be working like that. So that's what you do first. Download the Skyrider Cruise app. It is right here, Skyrider Cruise. And then you take that outside and start connecting to it with Wi-Fi with your phone. Now, speaking about the battery being charged again, so this is the battery charger. It is a USB Type A. It plugs into any 5-volt USB adapter. The charging time is about an hour and a half, and you'll get about 10 minutes of, presumably 10 minutes of flight. Now, this little battery charger does have a red LED light on it to let you know that it is charging. The light will go off once the battery is fully charged. This battery took about an hour and 20 minutes to charge fully, at which time the red light went off. All right, it has begun raining, but I wanted to show you guys where the battery compartment disconnects here. All you do is unplug the battery and plug in the charger and drop the drone. But when you're done, you just pull this out of the battery, slide the battery right back in here to the drone. It slides right into this compartment all the way back. And then you just plug the battery back in when you're ready to fly. And there's only one way to do it. It has a key on it, and it is plugged in, and then you stuff the battery cable back in there. The actual camera mount part is the cover, and it should just snap into place like that. And we're ready to fly. All right, we are ready to fly now. Let's put the drone out here with the camera facing us. Top isn't exactly on secure, but that's fine. Put the camera facing us. We'll put the switch on. And you notice the navigation lights on the drone. Now we connect to the drone's Wi-Fi. Skyrider Cruise right here. And then we open up the Skyrider Cruise app and click start. And you can see the picture from the drone right here. I'm gonna go ahead and start recording. Now, to go ahead and connect to the drone, we click that. Button to on, we push up on the joystick and then down on the joystick, and that calibrates the gyroscope. And now when you pull back and down to the right on both sticks, it will fly. So it won't go up, but it will start the rotor. And it is ready to fly. Now, control-wise, this stick is opposite. So if you want to come forward towards you, you push back. If you want to go backwards, you pull it towards you. But this goes up and down and tilts it left and right. This goes backwards and forwards. So we're going to push up on the joystick. Now if we want to go backwards, we pull it towards us. We rotate it with that stick. It's opposite for control with the right stick. So anything you want to do, you got to go opposite. The left stick, it rotates it. And it does take some time getting used to it. If we want to go down, we pull down on the left stick. And it will go to the ground and land. And then we just crash it completely. Oops. Okay, so I'm still getting used to it. As you can see, I'm not that great at flying it. But I wanted to land it and turn the rotors off. Okay, it did switch off automatically that time. Now we push forward on the left stick again, it will go up. Oh, we have to start the rotors. Down and to the right on both sticks. Let's raise it up and try to turn it towards us. And let's raise it up a little bit more. It's really tough for me to get used to the opposite control. Basically, the right stick is opposite. If it's coming towards you, you want it to go away, you push it towards the front. Once you fly this thing for a little while, you'll get used to it. Let's see if we can land it. Go off automatically when we land it. Once again, to start the drone, down and to the right, down and to the left. This will send the drone up. And we just flew under my neighbor's trellis. And we're flying towards us and now backwards. And let's land it. That goes up. And that goes down. You guys can't see it. It landed right below us here. Let's see if we can fly off of. The key to this is keeping it oriented towards you. Takes a lot of practice in mind. Blue is facing you, so when you're navigating it, blue is facing towards you. The blue LEDs aren't towards you, you're flying backwards. Reds are in the back. Almost took my head off. And it does drip with the wind sometimes. Okay, I'm still getting used to it, that's why I haven't flown it over the pond yet. And the charge is also probably... It is drifting away with the wind. There's a good shot of it. Right in front of, trying to get used to like really precise controls. See it rotate and the blue LEDs in front of you? Almost hit the camera. Very close to hitting the GoPro. Up and down is not opposite. Everything else is. And we have a squirrel. Very curious over there about what is happening with this drone. Now that was a drift. I did not do that. Oh, I almost hit the camera again. Down on the stick. And get it to not drift. Straight down. It did shut off the rotors automatically. And that is going to do it because we have been flying for around 8 minutes. And the battery will last about 10. I did record this on the drone itself. Let's get all this footage together and see how I did. Hey guys, welcome to Supercar Street Racing. You're back again with Brad. We're out here in the 4K production studio. As you can see, we are out here every day bringing you high quality 4K videos, testing all the products and letting you guys know how we feel. And today, we are so excited to bring you this drone. Now, this is the X31 Shockwave, directly from Home Depot right to your cart. This thing is about 35 bucks at Home Depot. I've got it up here on Amazon. Has a 3.7 star review. Now, let's get some things clear about this before we get started. The X31 is a basic drone. What it is good for is to teach you how to fly drones, and what you can do with this is have an inexpensive, indestructible drone. And I'll tell you right now, this thing is very tough. I have crashed it probably 30 times into walls and metal furniture and the house, and it has not even once broken. No propellers are broken, nothing. This thing is awesome as far as indestructibility. I didn't even put the guards on, and it still has not broken to this day. Now, the X31 is a basic drone, meaning it does not have an SD card. So all of the video that you record is going to be recorded to your camera or tablet, and it is probably like SD, so it's probably like 360p resolution. If you want a drone that has an SD card, you got to bump up the price just a little bit. Now, we'll say this compared to the drones that I bought offline last time, this drone actually does work. It does connect with the app. Now, how you do that is you download the app for the drone, you connect to the Wi-Fi on the drone, and then when you start the app and hit the start button, you will see the camera there and you will be able to record. Now, that's pretty much all it's good for. It's a good training drone, and it is indestructible at this point as far as I can tell. Now, you did see the video here from the drone, and it is okay. It's nothing great. There's no audio whatsoever, and it is like 5 frames per second, and it is standard definition. Drone does have a 3.7 star review right here on Amazon. I will link this in the description if you guys want to go ahead and get one, or run down to your local Home Depot store and grab yourself a drone. But as you can see right here, right now, there's not much of a description on this, but it is a Wi-Fi based drone, and it does record in standard definition. I do recommend it for beginners. If you are not a beginner, this is not a drone for you. And you can see right here, right now, the little phone holder, which did break in my hands, and it actually didn't break. It came disconnected from the phone, from the remote control, and it fell on the ground and did break my phone and crack the screen. So truly, this was my first real experience flying a drone, was right now. So wasn't lying about that. I did not fly it before this because it broke my phone on the first try, because this little part right here where the phone meets the controller came right off and my phone hit the concrete. Lesson learned, don't fly the drone when you're above the concrete with this crappy controller. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. Buy all of your links through my Amazon links. Buy all of your products, use my links, and I get $1 or $2 here and there. Even if you're not buying what's in the links, if you click through and buy something from Amazon, it helps out Supercar Street Racing greatly. We got to get out of here, though. We got to go find our drone, which is in the ocean. Dude. That's pretty close.
I think he wants chicken. He's tired of cat food.
It's like, I mean, you can literally see every...
So like coming off.
All right, ready? All right, we're back in the garage today. We got Joe here again to come work on some issues with the mini bike. You guys saw in the video that aired today that this bike does run and drive. It went down the street, the brakes fell off, and that's where we are right now. I ordered a new brake cable and new fasteners for the brakes. But for right now, the first thing we did today, we already solved one issue we had, and that is with the tensioner. So we actually went back to the old tensioner and we used the bolt that came with the new one, sorry, the nut, to put the tensioner back on, and now the tensioner has enough play where it can move and do what it's supposed to do. We have a couple of other issues to solve. This governor is free, and as you can see, it's hard to turn with your hand sometimes, but it's free and it rattles because the paddle inside of the engine moves it and it just hits the gear and just keeps rattling. We're gonna JB weld that shut. After that, we need to figure out the castle nut. This is not the correct nut and it's covering the cotter pin hole. That is a safety hazard. This thing can come off at any time. Also, the chain is loose. We probably need to tighten the rear wheel nuts to force the wheel, so the chain will tighten up a little bit there. And then pretty much the only other real issue is the fuel system, that we have to figure out why it cuts out over a certain RPM, and the guy online said that we have a couple of issues that we don't necessarily agree with. One of them being a super long fuel line and the other one being too big of a fuel filter. He said these are junk, but we're gonna investigate that today. But right now we're gonna JB weld this governor.
I think I know how you can fix this nut problem.
Okay. Drill.
So we can back the nut off, and then we can take the sawzall, and because really what you're doing is looking for the slot for that to go through. So if you just basically just cut a groove in it thick enough. Do you have a nut coming already for this? I
do have cast iron. So if it doesn't work, we'll do that. But also, I was also thinking just take a drill and drill a hole through it and put a cotter pin in on the end.
Or just cut a slot in it diagonally, and then when it turns, it'll line up with it and give enough space to put one in.
Oh, right, sure. Yeah. Okay. I think it's drivable. I don't have this size. I don't even know what size this is.
Is that a nylon locking nut?
No. And I bought a 20 millimeter. It doesn't fit it, so I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I got you.
It might be like a 22. I don't have it.
I got stuff.
All right, so now we're gonna JB weld this. So let me grab the stuff real quick, and we'll get that going. All right, where's my? tighten it up.
Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy.
My God. Damn, look at that. Whew. All right, I don't know how you put this on.
It just clips in. Look. Clip. It just literally just pushes in those little clips. Start at the bottom or the top, and then it.
Do the bottom first.
Dude.
Go chase her down.
Start it, man. It's ready to go. I never use the choke. It starts right up. Push that. Yep.
Is that?
Yep. It's trying to bleed right now. It runs great until you. Here, go dive. Take it off. There goes Joe. Oh, okay. I got fuel. No issues at all? Does it rip? Yeah, Let me see how fast you're going on the GPS. Hold on, I will turn the GPS on.
Definitely get to it, no brakes. It takes a second to slow it down.
I hope none of the nuts are like coming off. All right, you ready?
This exhaust is up off though.
Oh yeah, it is. But it's gonna be super hot. Oh, God, yeah. Let's go back. No brakes. A little high. We can fix that. All right, let's go downhill. Okay. Trying to figure out the idle?
Oh, the damn lid fell off.
Oh, shit.
Where's that towel? Give me that towel right now. Give me the towel right now.
Here.
Right now. Don't wait. Give me the towel. I don't want to get on that hot exhaust.
All right, we're out here at Tractor Supply. Checking out all these zero turns that cost more than cars. $4,000. $49.99. Here we go in Tractor Supply. All right, we are at Northern Tool. They didn't have it at the most expensive store, so we're going to Northern Tool to see if we can find it in here. We know it's a widely used nut. You guys don't even know what happened. The nut fell off when we were driving.
I don't even know that.
These nuts?
These nuts. Got him! Got him!
I don't know, but they got some cool stuff over there.
Little wood chipper, huh?
A little wood chip action. So the nut came off of the sprocket, and I'm out here looking for it, and I found the bolt that came off the brakes the other day, laying on the side of the road. Crazy, absolutely freaking crazy. Guys, welcome to the channel. And this happened. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Supercar Street Racing. I went to California on vacation and I came back and this was sitting in the garage. The channel just got a green machine 200 EFI. I haven't even taken the plastic off yet. I was starting to and I'm like, no, I gotta let you guys see the green machine first before we take the plastic off of this beast. So this is a 200cc low speed vehicle, not a golf cart, not a side-by-side, two-wheel drive. Don't need 4x4 here in Florida. Love this thing. It's brand new. Bought it in Missouri from the company that fabricates them. They put it together for me, and this is the green machine for the channel. Supercar Street Racing. Got the cup holders, and I am in the process of cleaning it up right now and unpackaging it. I still have to put the windshield on, but I'm gonna get Rich to help me with that. But yeah, guys, I wanted to give you a quick update on this guy, and then I'll get some B-roll here, some time lapse while I polish it. About to take this thing to the store, to the ATM, and put some gas in it for the first time. It's on empty. I have not driven it yet, and this is the second time I have started it. So that's the sound. And the only thing I'm worried about is the skies. I don't really want to drive it in the rain, but yeah, about to rip this thing, so I'll make some video when I'm on it. So it's a lot louder than I thought it would be, honestly. I didn't think it would be nearly this loud, but it's gas powered. Welcome back to Supercar Street Racing, and we are here in the Supercar Street Racing kitchen this morning, prepping for new windows for the house. So we're getting all brand new windows put in today, but I gotta get these blinds off. I didn't know I had to do it myself, but I'm gonna have to do that work. So let's get all these blinds taken down today on Supercar Street Racing and get some windows put in. Now we only have 3 of these to take down with these type of shades, and they're pretty simple. You just unscrew a wing nut and they come right out. But also the hardware has to come out. The mounting hardware needs to come out as well, unfortunately. And it is going to make my life difficult. Okay, all of the windows are clear now for the new window guys to come in and go ahead and install those. So that's all we have to do for right now. We're just waiting for them to show up in the next hour and we'll get busy with the rest. All right, little update here from Supercar Street Racing in the kitchen. Ace Windows and Doors did finish these 3 windows. All I have to do is figure out how to get these stickers off and then also put the blinds back up. So I'm gonna work on that right now. And these just come right off with the peel sat. That new window peel sat is so good in your life, and you love the new window peel sat. That peel sat feels so good on the new window when you peel it, and you get the satisfaction on the new window peel with the satisfaction. And the Guys, we're standing here in the finished Supercar Street Racing kitchen where you guys just saw me put the blinds back up for these 3 windows. Now here is a good close-up look at these frame-in windows that do not require hacking up of your house. These are put straight over your existing frame, so they pull out the window from the frame and then they replace these, and you do not have to cut anything on the drywall and stuff. And the one for the garage is ordered. They had the wrong one shipped from the factory. So let's show you now what it looks like in the theater room. Now we are in the theater room where this was the actual window that had the worst problem. This window was fogged up and cracked. And so now we have this nice, beautiful view outside and this brand new window in the home theater room. And it looks really good. We're out here in the messy bedroom, and this is the other window that was replaced, and this one also has a window unit in it. So the window unit went right back in, and this will not get a screen. but you can see how clean the install is. It literally is seamless. You cannot even tell what they did in here. And this was Ace Windows and Doors out of Jacksonville, Florida, but I believe I paid around $2,500 for all these windows to be replaced. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows for about $2,500 plus a permit fee. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and we are so happy to have you supporting Supercar Street Racing. Do me a big favor, click like, click subscribe, leave a comment, and make sure you buy all of your Amazon through any of my links in the description of the videos. It doesn't have to be the product that you're buying in the description. You can click through the link and it will help us out greatly by giving us $1 or $2 here or there. And we will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
And at the end of this video, or at the end of this blurb, I'm going to show you another good reason why you should have readily available.
All right, he wanted me to record for some reason.
Is this going to hurt your feelings if we destroy these speakers that we took out of your car?
Not at all.
All right, here we go.
Are we gonna hook them up to?
To me, everybody should have a strong magnet in some capacity.
Right.
To do one very important thing.
Crush
and that's to
speakers.
check if you have stainless steel or non-stainless steel screws, nuts, and bolts.
Okay.
So, way to check if stainless steel is not. I'll show you now. If you want to make sure that if you're using stuff for the outside, stuff that's going to be weathered.
Okay.
For example.
So like on the cart, you would want stainless. So that's steel. That's galvanized.
Oh,
that's
there's a little bit in there. Oh, it looked like it was stainless. Hold tight. This is definitely stainless. Well,
nope.
It's a strong magnet, but this is. Stand by. What's your stainless? There you go, right there.
So
stainless is not. So if you ever want to test to see whether or not you're using real stainless, get a magnet. Yeah, and that's the test.
So we can make one out of that speaker.
Yep, that's what we'll do.
Cool. Very good.
All right, so we're gonna tear it apart. And at the end of this video, or at the end of this blurb, I'm going to show you another good reason why you should have a magnet readily available. So I think we could probably just crush this thing off. Let's see if this works.
The basket.
It's coming.
There it goes. Maybe.
It's right there.
That's tough. Get your pry bar and frickin'. So we're gonna separate this real quick to have a magnet for me. These cheap Skosh speakers that came with the golf cart. And there it is. That's the basket separated from the magnet. And there's the voice coil inside. Copper wound around something. Ceramic. That's money. This is the toughest. Skosh, you're overbuilding your speakers, bro. Oh, it's going crazy. That's almost there.
Close.
That's close. We'll get it out of there. Never knew Skosh made speakers. They only make radio adapter kits for cars and wiring harnesses. Boy, this is actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Boom. Whenever you're ready to test that sub, we'll bring it over.
All right, now I'll show you the other reason why you want to have a magnet.
Okay. So when you drop your tools down into your battery tray,
Exactly.
yeah, you can magnetize your screwdriver.
All right, so right now, this thing should not be magnetized. So,
And then,
oh, I magnetized that one before. All right, so here we go. Does not stick, but
Right.
if you rub this
yep.
across this a few times, it should, in
There we
theory,
go.
stick.
Look at this hack. This
So-
is sick.
Yeah. All right, there
This
you go.
is getting
Brian.
its own video. All right, that's our tip
There
of
you
the
go, bud.
day. And now we have a
No.
magnet for our
And I
house.
keep mine right on my device, is where I just keep mine at.
Good
so,
idea.
yeah.
I'll do the same. All right. Guys, welcome back to the channel, and as you just saw right there on that video, somebody got super drunk and ran right through my mailbox out there, and I haven't had a chance yet to really figure out what I'm gonna do. I didn't record the first part of this because I was so mad when I walked outside to get my mail because I'm waiting for mail, and of course I have no freaking mailbox, but as you saw, somebody ran right over it, and so my plan is to take you guys with me now as we finish landscaping this. We're going to be tearing out the existing plants and everything and redoing it, and I just don't know what I'm going to do yet till I get to the hardware store tomorrow. So we've only done a little bit of the tear out, so I'm going to take you guys to do the second part, and then also shopping and all that when I redo my mailbox after it got destroyed. Taking you guys outside to take a look at this. It's still dark. It's getting daylight right now, but this is basically what I came out to find yesterday. This was laying on the ground, and then I have already torn up a lot of the plants, and I might leave those, but I want to get all those other type of plants out today. As soon as it gets daylight, we'll come out and do some work. And we do have all brand new landscape lighting that we can use if we want to, and I'm definitely going to incorporate this. There were 2 yard lights there. I have all this brand new yard lighting that I bought to eventually replace all the lights in the yard with. And then I did notice that I bought some new spotlights as well, so we can take this opportunity to use these new yard lights when we re-landscape for the new mailbox. Okay, we did get most of this area cleared out. All I have to do now is just come back through with my edger and edge this out really good, and then clean this up with my leaf blower. I'm just kind of waiting for it to get a little bit later because I don't want to do this during the day. But next I'm going to, actually during the morning, didn't make sense. Next I'm going to mark this off. I think I have some landscape paint. Let's go see if I have some. All right, I could not locate any landscaping paint, but basically we're going to go straight. Kind of the same thing we had before. Straight across like that, straight over and down. But this time, I think I'm just going to go with pavers around the edge. Haven't really decided yet. I'll figure it out once I get to the store. But probably going to need a good amount of blocks to get this thing blocked off. I really would like to pour concrete in there, which I might do that after I do the pavers. I'm just not 100% sure yet. But also there's a sprinkler head in here somewhere that I need to locate. But I don't want to get the ground wet yet, but I have to do that at some point. I believe there's a sprinkler head in there. Pretty sure. And it is buried at this time, I think. All right, guys, just a little update. And I was going to head to the hardware store today to go ahead and get everything I need for doing the mailbox. But I decided to hold off and go ahead and order a custom mailbox from Amazon. And that will take about 5 days to get here. I won't get that till December 1st. So as of right now, I put the mailbox back in the hole for now, and then we're just waiting on our custom mailbox to get here. And it just posts directly into the ground. You don't need a 4x4 post with it. You take the whole thing and put it in the ground and then concrete around it. So we just need to get some concrete and then some landscaping stuff. Alright everybody, welcome to the video. I hope you guys are having a great day. You're going to notice something odd about this video right off the top. That is, the audio did not work with my lavalier microphone for the entire shoot. Don't know what was wrong with it yet, but this is the first time in the history of the channel that I am doing a live voiceover for the video. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you guys again. I am so happy to provide content for you guys and hope that you will hit like and subscribe. Today we are taking a look at 2 table lamps that I ordered from Amazon to replace the ones that go in the bedroom now, because those are from my office, and these are the ones that we got to replace them. And I will leave a link in the description for these, and also you'll see here the Govee smart bulb, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth smart bulbs that I bought to go inside of these lamps, and I think they were the Bernard or something brand, but I will put that up on the screen. Here it is getting unboxed, and you can see on the front it says 2-pack LED table lamps here. The design was kind of iffy for me, but they had 2 things that I really thought would be cool, and we're going to take a look at that once we get the box open here. And like I said, this is a live voiceover event for Supercar Street Racing unboxing and reviews. Take a look at the box and the packaging. It's pretty well done. There's some stuff on the back here that I'm going to show you here in a second. That one part is kind of confusing, but see where it says it's dimmable, wireless charging. It does have a wireless charging pad on top. It does have a USB Type B and a USB Type C connector. This last part is confusing. It says something about using a phone holder when you're watching TV or something, which it does not come with any type of phone holder. So don't understand what that was about. I looked all through the box and it didn't, not only did it not make sense from a product point of view, but it obviously does not come with a phone holder. Again, here's us taking a look and opening the Bernard or whatever they're called. I'll put a graphic up on the screen here. Baynard or something table lamps. And we get the box open here. We see it is a 2-pack of table lamps. Some instructions here, some basic instructions on how these things work. And then we'll go ahead and remove these guys from the box. Put the Govee light bulbs aside for a minute while we take the lamps out of the package and attempt to maybe put those guys together. Notice a very, very good packaging here. Everything was packed very well. The lamps are protected completely by lamp condoms, which you will see me remove here shortly, but first I am fiddling with the lamp, trying to figure out how to actually get the packaging out because it was a little confusing. There's a little lamp ring there, standard lamp ring that holds lamp shades onto lamps. And at this point I hadn't quite realized that that is what was holding the packaging inside of the lamp. So I fiddled with it for a moment, and my tiny brain finally found out that that's how you do it. So here we have it. I finally figured out that this little lamp ring needs to come out. See me removing that now and then realizing, oh, the package comes out pretty cleanly after that. This is when I realized that there's a million wraps of plastic keeping this nice lampshade from getting damaged. And at this point, I quickly realized that maybe I should get some scissors out and make life a lot easier here. So we got the scissors, and if you just make a cut around the side of the lamps, then the packaging will be much easier to remove than to unwrap 40 or 50 wraps. And notice how dull my scissors are. We need to get more scissors as well. Those have cut wiring, they've cut everything on earth, and they are shot to death. Finally got the packaging off here of the beautiful Bernard lamps. And you can see the base here. Now this box right here is the vintage looking LED dimmable bulb that came with the lamps, which we will not be using those because we ordered Govee smart bulbs. Taking a look at the lamp base here, you can see the charging pad. Right next to that, you see the, well, this is actually the USB Type B and Type C ports, and then you also see on the back there is a 110 volt connector there for using whatever device you want. If you want to use your own charger, let's say you have an ultra fast charger, because the wireless charging on this is going to be the slow type. It's not going to be the fast type USB charging. But yeah, on the back you have a regular 110 volt plug, no ground. So if you have a grounded device, you will have to rip the ground prong off of the product. And I know you've all done that, so don't act like you haven't. Finally got the plastic off of the wire where it is kind of tied up with a wire tie, and I don't know what those slots are. I haven't tried really anything with them. I don't know if they were designed to hold your phone or what. But here's that confusing phone holder graphic on the back of the Bernard or Bernard or whatever type lamp these are. Again, link will be in the description. And I'll throw a graphic up on the screen as well, so you guys can please click through my links to order your products. It helps me tremendously to support the channel. I make almost nothing off the channel. In fact, it comes at a loss for me. With all the equipment I bought and the time that I put into the videos, it makes it hard without some sort of supplemental income. Here's me unboxing the Govee Wi-Fi smart bulb. You guys have seen this on my channel. I have another one of these bulbs outside on the patio, and here's me realizing that the lampshade goes on before the bulb because I'm a dork. Got the lampshade put on now, and this is me putting on the Govee smart bulb. Link will be in the description. They're fantastic, wonderful smart bulbs, and all Govee products are highly recommended. This is me unboxing the second lamp. Same process here as the first lamp, except it went much faster because my tiny brain finally realized how to quickly unbox. And then here's me scissoring, so to speak. No pun intended. But yes, that is coming off quickly there, the plastic, and makes my life way easier. You can see how dull these scissors are after having used them for a year or so to cut wires. Probably not the greatest idea in the world, but hey, we don't always do smart things. There's the lamp condom coming right off of the Bernard. Amazon products have the strangest names. Have you ever noticed that? All right, getting the plastic lamp base condom off here, and now this plastic is literally tied into a knot around the cord, pulling the cord off and out of the plastic and grabbing the other Govee Wi-Fi smart bulb. And here's me putting the lampshade on again upside down because it's tiny brain. Go ahead and put the lampshade on and screw the black ring to tighten the lampshade. And this lamp is complete. Here's a look at the Govee smart bulb and me unboxing it and trying to find the model number. When you use the Govee bulbs, anything from Govee, and you use the app, you're going to have to know the model number to find the bulb. They don't give you a QR scan or anything like that. You just type the model number in and it searches for it. Here's the Govee smart bulb coming right out of the package. I thought this was the model number, but that's actually just some kind of barcode number. And here's me looking for the actual model number. And I believe I finally found it at this point, H something. And me screwing in the Govee bulb. Little cleanup effort after, as usual. Alright guys, so we have the tablet here running at the same time. We have our smart bulb here with the model number on the back. So we're going to open up the Govee Home app on the tablet. And we go up to the plus. We turn on Bluetooth as well. We go up to the plus, and all we have to do is search for the number X. I can't even read. 002, X002, X002. Oh, that's not it. Oh, it's H. I had the wrong number. It's H6008. You search for it in the tablet. Yep, it's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth bulb, and it sees it here on the app. So we just click it. It says connecting on Bluetooth. Let's call this bedroom lamp 1. It is looking for Wi-Fi. We want to change that to a 2.4 gigahertz network. Connect there. It does say it's connected. I don't see a firmware version. Let's go see if it needs an update. Firmware is not lit up. I think it's on the latest firmware. And let's see if we can change the color. It is not changing for some reason. Interesting. Doesn't say it's connected to Wi-Fi either. Wi-Fi settings. Still says the wrong Wi-Fi. Let's see if it's connecting now. It says Wi-Fi connection successful. But yet, okay, there we go. It's working good, guys. Using the app there, so let's go over here to this side and get this guy installed so that our millions of times we have sleepover guests, they can charge their phone, which is never. They're uglier, absolutely. But I do love the ability to wirelessly charge the phone. My only complaint is it's on the wrong side of the lamp. Why would they put it on the side that's, well, it actually depends on what side of the bed you're on, honestly, so that's a dumb statement by me, but for this side, it's on the wrong side of the lamp to charge because you're over here and the wireless charger is over here. I mean, I guess you could kind of, you can angle this towards the person, but to make it uniform, let's put it right there. Let's grab our tablet so we can get this working. So we go back to the tablet and we go to the Plus H6008. I hope that's the right number. That's it. It does see it. It says it's connecting. Let's go bedroom lamp 2 for the name. Done. Searching for Wi-Fi. This one's flickering. Oh, it's dimmed. That's why. It's got to be. So since we're using smart bulbs, this has to be on full. So that one's, if it's not on full, it needs to be on it. All right, connecting to Starbase SmartNet. I'm going to check the brightness control. Make sure your dimmer switch is on full and leave it on full, or it's going to flicker the bulbs and it could burn them out because there's not getting enough voltage. It says Wi-Fi connection successful. This one's having a little bit of an issue connecting to Bluetooth. Oh, it says connected. Okay, so that's working fine on the app. Now the interesting part about these bulbs are that we can actually sync them to the backlight on the TV. It's going to be hard to capture this on video at the same time, so we'll probably take the phone off of the tripod, but as you can see here, let's make sure that this guy is also on full power. It might not be. All right, there's 2 settings. So second tap is on, full power. So now we can take a look at the immersive lighting. So basically, it's going to be almost impossible to do this. Let's go ahead and stop down. And there is the tablet, and I don't remember how to do the group, so we're going to look at that now, but you can see the backlight is on. Let's throw this guy on something like a 8K immersive lighting video. 8K. I must not be signed in here. Oh yeah, I am. Okay. 8K. Ultra HD. Let's do this one. Notice the immersive lighting. Backlight is working properly. Okay, so TV LEDs. Let's take a look at that. Should be seeing the tablet now. I think there's a way to... I saw a way to do a group for this. Okay, so it's called the Sync Center here. Devices can't be controlled individually. Okay, well that's fine. So we have to control, so here's the TV LEDs. So we have to add bedroom lamp 1 and 2. And I guess click a segment to set the corresponding area. Wow, okay. For getting the best color, actually do not point the light source at the screen and the camera. Click a segment. Okay, so you're supposed to tell it where the lamp is. So it's here. It's... How do you do this? Getting the message, do not point the light source. Alright, let me look at this for a second, because I don't... Okay. So it's... Okay, so you click the... Okay. You click this I don't know which one. One is on this side, one is this guy, because that's the one I put in first. So this guy, you click the color wheel, choose the corresponding area to the segment. It's 19. Wait, what? 19. Okay, and then 2 is 16. I guess. It's not doing anything. Device is off. Well, that's crazy. So that's absolutely insane. It's changing with the TV. Now I would knock this down a little bit to make it less bright. It's on same brightness. I just turned that off. Okay, that one started flickering bad. Let's knock the brightness down. So I knocked the brightness down on that one a lot to like 20%. I'm gonna knock this one down to like, I'm gonna knock them both down to like 15. So that's at 15%. Saturation is full now. And that one's flickering pretty bad. Something's going on with this one. Maybe it's not turned up all the way. This bulb might have a problem. This other one's not doing it. This guy's flickering like crazy. Well, that one's doing it too. Maybe that's part of the color routine. I think it's just, yeah, it's just changing. It's changing with the TV, so that isn't an issue, I don't think, because the bulbs don't flicker when they're not in this mode. So, area setting. This is interesting. Saturation, game, movie. Oh. Okay, I just changed it to game, from game to movie. Okay, that's a little bit different behavior. I like that better. You can also respond to sound. Devices sync center cannot be controlled individually. Which control device disconnected from sync center. If the device is deleted in the details page, it can be not used normally. Please sync the information to the corresponding dream view, or turn off the sync center and try using the device again. So you can't use it both. So interesting behavior. I'm going to look at this a little bit more. All right, guys, we're back on the voiceover now because there's no audio from the tablet here. But as you can see here, we've got the Govee smart bulbs and the Govee TV backlighting synchronized. There's a look at the 110 volt on the back of the lamp. And this is actually me testing the charging on the pad, and yes, that's me putting the phone on the pad trying to get the charging to work properly. And yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video here, and I am just using the power button. So the power button needs to stay on all the time for the smart bulbs to work properly, since you're using other methods here to power them and control them. It can't be off. You'd have to use the app or the smart device to actually switch these off and on. Here's a look. The color's probably a little oversaturated here due to just the camera being irised up all the way. But here is a look at the immersive lighting technology going on. There's a look at the Govee smart bulb laying on the bed. And I don't know if I don't think I actually recorded here, but yeah, this is the Bernard lamp with the Govee smart bulb using DreamView to watch anything you like on television and getting your backlighting synced up with your other Govee devices. It can sync to a number. It can even sync to my smart mirror LEDs that I have, the Dream strips. And I really enjoy making these videos for you guys. Please like and subscribe for me as it supports the channel. And this is me wrapping up and just thanking you guys for watching the videos. It means so much to me to be able to bring content to you. Kind of do this voluntarily on my spare time. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and enjoyed this video about this fantastic product from Govee. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Check this out. I got something to show you today, and it is right here. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Supercar Street Racing, and I woke up this morning to this wonderful Echo Show 15 with a lovely message on the screen that I will show you now. So check this out. I had no clue that Amazon was about to release an update for the Echo Show 15 that would totally transform the device into a cool multimedia solution.
Is Transformers Dinobot Adventures Dinobot Squad Grimlock Dinobot.
Exactly. So
Credit King 3-pack. It's $27.49. Find delivery details at Amazon.
that was absolutely wonderful. So yes, woke up this morning to find this lovely update on the screen and had no idea what it is, and apparently you can now turn your Echo Show 15 into a Fire TV. Here we are in the kitchen right in front of the Fire TV Stick 4K, which is plugged right into the back of this little cool television that I actually found at the thrift store for about 10 bucks, and it's awesome. It's does 1080p, and I have the Fire Stick 4K plugged into this in the kitchen, where I can do cool things like show me the garage.
Sorry, I didn't find anything named garage.
Okay,
Consider purchasing a tile
That's
set
hilarious.
or Alexa Voice Remote Pro.
Show me the garage camera.
Okay.
So this should actually be showing me a security camera, and there we go. So there is a skill for the Wise Cam, and there you go. So this is a standard Fire TV Stick 4K. Now they make other versions of that device. They make higher end versions that are not sticks. They make, I think the Cube is one of them. We can show you that on the screen. But yeah, this is a good low cost addition to any television. You can just plug it into the HDMI port and you have your remote here. And then you have a Fire Stick anywhere you have a HDMI port. This is the Show 10. I'm not going to say the name because it will wake up. This guy did not have the message on the screen this morning. So this one used to be the largest show device you could purchase, and now they offer the 15, which you saw installed in my wall and powered from the switch below. So no update on the Echo Show 10. Sorry, the laundry is in the washing machine, but here is the Show 8, and we walk up to this looking for the update. No such thing. If we go here to settings, and we go to device options and we look at the software. We hit update. Aha, it is downloading a new update, but it is not going to be the Fire TV update, unfortunately. Okay, walking into the office here, we can see the Show 5 sitting here looking all wonderfully flush mounted into the wall, which I have a video on that if you are curious as to how to flush mount your Show 5. And this is powered from the switch right here. Let's turn some lights on in here. Let's see if this guy has it. Let's go to settings and device options and software. No updates found. We will not be able to make this into a Fire TV. Back at the beautiful Show 15 here, which is wired into this switch. You can check out my video on how I did that with the Show 5s. You can see here, this would look cool flush mounted into the wall, but instead I chose to cover the old hole for the Show 5 and mount the 15 here. Woke up this morning to that lovely message about getting the Fire TV experience on the Show 15. I hit the yes button, it downloaded an update, and now we have this lovely button right here that says Fire TV. Now, why is this cool? Well, let's push it and find out. And check that out, guys. This thing turns directly into a Fire TV. And this is cool because now you are not locked into the Fire OS limitations anymore, because you can get apps now that you can't get on the Show model. For example, the Show does not have YouTube. Let's see if we can find it. There's YouTube TV. Aha. No YouTube, huh? Let's see. Oh, wait, there it was. I looked right over it. There it is. This is absolutely fantastic and a game changer. Because now you don't have to use the browser in a Show to get YouTube. So it's telling me that I got an app, and now we can open it. This is literally the best thing that could have ever happened to the Show 15. Look at the controls. Pretty freaking cool. So I was wondering how they were going to do this, and they have gotten the controls on the screen, which is very cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign in to this now. Wanted to show you guys the limited touch functionality that I just realized. I was sitting here trying to hit sign in when in fact you have to use the pad here. See the pad? So I am gonna go ahead and use the pad now to sign in to my YouTube account where I have premium. Okay, we are back and signed in with one of my accounts here, and as you can see, we have the lovely touch screen here, and we're using the touchpad that they designed for YouTube, which is pretty cool. There is the Supercar Street Racing channel. And there is a video of mine. And so keep on trying to use the touch screen, and it does not fully function on the YouTube app. And there is the Supercar Street Racing channel and the last video of the pressure wash. And that is very cool because now I've always wanted to use this to play videos and link it to the dot that is in the closet there with the audio for the whole home audio system. Now I can do that. I was doing it over here, which can technically do the same thing, but now this device in here can actually be the one that serves the audio for the house, I think. I have to research that now. Here we are on the Alexa app on the Android device, and if we go to devices here, and we go to plus, and we go combine speakers, and we do multi-room music, and then we do this living room show. We got to find it there, and the dot, because the audio will come out of the dot. We hit next. Choose a name. House audio. Okay, so now we can go back and see if that actually worked. Back in front of the beautiful show 15 here, we're gonna see if we actually get audio out of this whole home audio system since we paired this as a speaker group. So let's try to find some music. Oh, but keep trying to use the push button, the touch screen. Let's do this. Oops, I pushed the home button. Okay, let's try that again. I keep going. Okay, so search. And let's do, aha, we can't. We can do the voice, but let's do space music. Space. Music. My favorite. Space music. Here we go. Okay, let's see if that worked. Okay, here, audio here. Echo, raise the volume. Not hearing it. I'm gonna check out and see why. Back, and I was able to figure out the multi-room audio. I think you have to actually push this button. It doesn't actually just start playing on the multi-room audio. And here are all the groups. And you can just actually press the group that I created to make the audio actually play on that group. I had no clue because it doesn't work like this on the Fire Stick. On the Fire Stick, you literally can just start playing and it just works. But this is your little groups to send the audio to. Pretty cool. That's how you do multi-room audio on the Show 15. back in front of the Echo Show 15, and in conclusion, Amazon has added the Fire TV experience to the Echo Show 15, and as you can see, I will link another video here in the corner that you can actually sideload apps, even though a lot of websites will tell you you cannot. You can go check out my guide on how to sideload apps, and as you can see right here, you too can enjoy Kodi on your Echo Show 15 with all the video add-ons you love so much. So yeah, the overall Fire TV experience on the Echo Show 15 is good. I'll have another video that shows you how to use a remote like this and be able to navigate your Echo Show 15 with a Fire TV remote. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and have a great day, and please like and subscribe to the channel. Back at it this morning in the Supercar Street Racing Garage. As you can see, I got my weights out here. I'm taking it out on the weights, get my workout in while I work on the bike as well. And I decided to go ahead and change this fuel filter. So before we even attempt to start this bike, I want to go ahead and get this fuel filter changed today on Supercar Street Racing. right, I just put a little bit of fuel in it, not a whole ton. Looking for leaks, and sure enough, there's fuel coming out somewhere. I gotta figure out where it's leaking from. All right, so the fuel filter was cracked, and I don't know if I did it putting on the zip ties or not, but I just found this other fuel filter, went ahead and dropped it in, and now I have to zip tie this. Well, I already did zip tie the side, it came out. I'm gonna try this again with just a little bit of fuel, because I learned my lesson just now. If there's a leak, it goes everywhere. So just a touch, it all leaked out on the ground. Of course, the garage smells like fuel. All right, nothing in the line yet. Okay, I don't understand that. All right, now there's fuel going into the filter and into, yeah. So I had to tilt the bike that way to get the fuel over, but now there's no bubbles and there's fuel in the filter. I don't see any immediate leaks, so it might start. Hopefully all the gasoline's dried up and we don't blow ourselves up. Okay, so I need to put a little bit of background on this clip here. So this is Rich and Trish from across the street. Trish is walking and doing her morning exercise. Now, the context behind this whole clip is the motorbike was given to me by Trish's sister, and that bike was ridden by her nephew, who now plays in the NFL. Shamar Bridges, you can look him up. He's an NFL player for the Ravens. He is going to be going back to Baltimore here soon. This is his bike from 10 years ago that was given to me by his mom, and now we are going to see if his aunt will ride the bike. And I'm sure he would absolutely love it. So let's get that going. Flat out.
That thing moves.
It does move, man. I love it. And that's not even fixed up. It's just pretty much stock, except for the carburetor. All right, try to get a little bit. 100%? No. Ready? It's just, all right, you guys get me. I'm going to try to get it a little bit. Yeah, so if you get on it slow, you can get it up. How fast are we going?
We were doing 28 coming down Ashley, man.
Now we'll go faster?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, ease it up, it'll go pretty good. But
Okay.
if you get on it too hard, it likes to cut out.
And I really hadn't got to that point. I got nervous.
That was fun.
That thing
This thing is so good.
I found it.
It goes, I don't know what's going on with the jet. Maybe the carburetor coming out at high speed, but I'll figure that out.
super cool.
Yourself? Hey guys, welcome to the first of what will be a few podcasts here. We want to talk about a little bit about what happened yesterday, yesterday and the day before, and I'm sure you know about what happened. So basically, CrowdStrike caused a massive outage in the IT world, and it was worldwide, and it affected a lot of businesses. First of all, sorry about the AC. It's probably loud, but it's very hot in here. I'll turn the fan speed down, but it's very hot in here, and so we will have some background noise. Yeah, so basically there was an outage yesterday related to CrowdStrike, and what that meant is that, and I knew some people that were personally involved in not only it happening to them, but also in the fixing of this crazy thing that happened. Basically, computers, servers, devices are always patched to mitigate security risks. I'm an IT security professional, so that's part of my job, is understanding, mitigating risks. And part of that is when a vulnerability is found in software or hardware, even in Internet of Things, things like your thermostat or, you know, anything that is controlled remotely through the internet, maybe your pool pump or things like that. When there's vulnerabilities located, companies will do their best to patch that immediately and mitigate that vulnerability. So what happened was, anybody who was a CrowdStrike customer, CrowdStrike released an update to their software, and basically that broke the planet. Why? Let's talk about why that happened and how it could have been avoided. When a patch is released to the public, it is supposed to be tested first by a certain amount of people and released through change control, so that these things don't happen. Now, you can't always guarantee that that's going to make everything right, but this was so huge that you would think that this was tested by at least enough people that you would know pretty quickly that there was a major problem with this update. Now, a lot of people, this happened overnight, I believe Thursday night, a lot of people went to bed and got up with this: your PC ran into a problem and needs to restart. So it would ask you to restart the computer. Then it would go into your PC did not start properly. What do you want to do? You have choices of fixing it, basically trying to automatically fix it. You can go to a command prompt. You can do startup tools. There's a lot of things you can do from that menu. Now, before we talk about that part, let's talk about another thing. These computers, a lot of them nowadays, have trusted platform modules installed, and basically what that means is that there is a lock on the computer that prevents you from booting if something is changed in the computer that wasn't authorized. At the top of trying to do anything like that, you have the problem of you just can't go into safe mode. You can't go into a command prompt because the computer won't allow you to without the key. And this program is called BitLocker, and a lot of places use this, or in other programs that keep the computer from being booted up without a code if something changes or if there's a problem. So a lot of the people that were affected yesterday could not fix what we're going to talk about next, which is how could this possibly have been fixed? This is one of those chicken and egg scenarios that almost was way worse than it was. Someone figured out at some point that this was CrowdStrike causing this outage. Then they had to figure out what was causing it. Meanwhile, people wake up to this and they can't work. Now, if you were lucky enough to have a company that had a Citrix environment and it wasn't infected or affected by this, you could still work, because you could use your Citrix desktop and get into the network. That's a second way in for a lot of people. The first way in is through your laptop desktop with VPN. The second way is through VDI, like Citrix. So luckily a lot of people had VDI and could get in at least enough to try to start helping people and figure out and tell people what actually was happening, besides texting on the phone and saying, hey, why do I have this, this blue screen on my computer? So basically the fix was this. There was a driver update made by CrowdStrike, and it was I think it was a .dat file that it updated, and I'm looking for it. I have it somewhere. So they installed new drivers, and that's what did it. It broke a lot of people. And I thought I had the oh, okay, yeah. So basically, there was a file. It was actually a .sys file, a driver file. And it was located in the Windows System 32 drivers directory. So on your C drive, it would be Windows / System 32 / drivers / CrowdStrike. And then inside that folder, there was a file that ended with a 290 that had the number 291 in it. One single file did this, and it had to be deleted. Now, manually, by every single person that this affected, everywhere. That's how it was deleted. Think about the fact that when you're not in Windows yet, you're not able to be remoted into. The only way you could ever get help with this would be like FaceTime or like Messenger video or whatever, because you're not in Windows yet, so nobody can remote in and delete it. And then also think about the fact that a lot of these people aren't IT professionals, so they don't understand how to navigate in a directory. You have to manually navigate. Now this is Windows 11. It affected Windows 10 differently. You have to open the command prompt, but to do that, you had to have a BitLocker key first, which had to be done by your IT pros. They had to give you the key when you feed them a code. And then you go to secure command prompt from the blue fix stuff. And then you navigate to Windows System 32 drivers, CrowdStrike, and delete one file, and your laptop boots up fine. For thousands of people. How many employees do big companies have? 15, 20,000 employees had to do this yesterday. The fix didn't get out to a lot of people until well after 9 a.m. yesterday. It wasn't available. Nobody had it yet. So it was just on the news, but nobody understood yet quite what was doing it. So this cost the world a lot of money yesterday. So I expect there to be some kind of fallout from this with CrowdStrike and or Microsoft. Now, don't get it twisted. This wasn't a Microsoft outage. It was a CrowdStrike related outage. And that's why you'll see Microsoft on a lot of the news articles and on the videos. But just remember, this was a CrowdStrike driver that pulled down, half the planet Earth. And it not only did it affect PCs, laptops for businesses, it also affected applications and servers. So if it was patched and it had CrowdStrike, it was definitely a problem. Now, this patching happens every day. It's not anything new. And this can happen anytime a patch is applied, but the patches are necessary. Sometimes you can test them, sometimes you can't, sometimes you don't have time to, but most of the time the patches are rolled out to the enterprise when they're released because of security concerns. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of take, you know, a little bit of time to talk about what happened here with CrowdStrike on Friday morning. And of course, at worst possible time you could have it happen on a Friday morning to half the country. But I kind of enjoy talking about these things, so I'll probably do these more. I'd like to do it with 2 people. I have room for 2 people right here to sit and be on camera and talk. So maybe we could get a guest in here next time. But that's kind of what happened to Planet Earth on Friday morning. CrowdStrike took down a lot of businesses were affected. And so guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to get editing on the next video, but I really appreciate you guys tuning in for the first podcast here. It's a short one because there's not a lot to talk about yet. When we know the fallout, we can do another podcast here and talk about what happened to CrowdStrike and what is going to happen to them as a company in the future. Their stock's already taken a big hit, of course. So let's see what happens. We'll see you guys next time on Supercar Street Racing. Later. Hey, and welcome back to Supercar Street Racing. I'm so excited to have you guys back today in our brand new 4K production studio. Today, we're going to take a whole tour of this beautiful brand new facility and tell you what this is going to mean for the channel, because this was built specifically to enhance your experience with Supercar Street Racing. And you can see behind me here this beautiful editing rig set up and ready to go. So let's take a look at the Supercar Street Racing 4K production studio. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Supercar Street Racing here. You got Brad, and today is the day to give the formal studio tour. The studio is 98% done. I just have a couple of lighting things to do. So we are going to start here on the outside. So this is a lean-to building, and yes, the fence is crooked, not the building. The building is straight 100%. The fence goes on an angle, so there is a narrowing path right here. But starting on the outside here, we have the LG Super Quiet dual inverter air conditioner system, and that is the same unit that I have in my bedroom. It is a 10,000 BTU unit that runs on 110 volt AC, and you can see here I did frame around it and cut into the wall to mount the AC, then sealed up everything really nice around the air conditioner. The wiring inside, I will show you when we get inside. It is hidden completely, and that is how the studio is cooled. And in the wintertime, we will just have a small space heater. Now you can also see here on the outside, we have LED lighting installed all the way around the perimeter. It puts a nice downlight onto the studio. And I also did get gutters installed to move the water away from the door and away from the studio, as we had an issue where the concrete was not poured correctly and the water was running towards, so that will fix that. The door eventually will be replaced with a real door. Right now it's just a shed door, does not close very well, so that will be done in the future. And that is a look at the outside of this nice 150 something or 160 something square foot studio. And now we move into the interior. Guys, welcome back to Supercar Street Racing, and you are in the Supercar Street Racing 4K production studio, and we are going to give you guys a very quick tour of the studio and show you all the amazing features. And the studio is 99.9% done. And so let's start the tour, guys. On this side of the studio, when you enter, you will see the LG dual inverter, super quiet air conditioning system. This is a 10,000 BTU unit. I have a review on my channel. I will post a link in the description to this guy. It is Wi-Fi controlled with the ThinkQ app. It is very awesome. It makes very little noise. You don't hear when the compressor kicks on whatsoever. This is how I'm cooling the studio. I did build it directly into the wall, sealed it really nicely, and then with my foam tile skills, I foam tiled all the way around it, and then the wiring actually goes right over here inside the wall and plugs in right there very nicely where you can't see it. I didn't want to do it inside the wall, so I did it on the external there. Moving to the right of the AC unit, we've got a wall plate here with a Cat 5 or Cat 6, whatever you want to call it, jack and an HDMI. That Cat 6 goes to the switch, and the HDMI cable goes up here to the Psyche or whatever you want to call it, 32-inch monitor. Now, we have the HDMI down there, so we are capable of plugging in anything to this guy and displaying it from either the corner of this desk or whatever you want to do. You can easily just plug right there, and there's power conveniently located there as well. So that is the Seiki 32-inch television / HD monitor with a Fire Stick 4K plugged into it. Now this is the only guy that doesn't have Ethernet. Now we can add Ethernet. I do have an Ethernet adapter for these Fire Sticks, so we might do that because I want all Ethernet, not Wi-Fi on my monitors. So yeah, so that is the first thing you see on the left. For reference, the door is right there. You walk in and look to your left, and the television is right there. Stepping back and looking towards the door, we have the Echo Show 15. You guys are familiar with this from my video review, and I will put a link to that video also in the description. Now this Echo Show 15, I did flush mount completely into the wall. I was able to nicely get that to flush all the way in by adding a cross support inside, and I wired it up inside the wall. You guys all know this, the Echo Show 15 does have the built-in Fire TV, and I have a very popular video about how to install Kodi on that. They have disabled a lot to do that, but we still have the beautiful Echo Show 15 right there, and right below that we have our smart switch for the outdoor lighting and our regular standard switch, because all these lights up here, which I will show you next, are smart. Moving up to the left of the Echo Show, we have a wall plate. In the actual wall, there are two of them. There's one over there as well. This is going to be for Govee lighting. The hexagon panels are going here. I have not purchased them yet, but I will be putting the Govee hexagon lighting right there. And moving back to the front, and obviously I forgot a few foam tiles up there, which I will have to get back to. Moving up to the front, we have a switch right there for Ethernet. It's a gigabit switch, and you can see all the active ports on it, and I will put a link in the description to that switch. Those Ethernet cables all run through the entire studio, and now I'm having an OCD attack because I literally forgot that I didn't finish these tiles, and hopefully I have enough to do it. I have like 5 or 6, but anyway, yeah, that part I completely forgot. So there's the Ethernet switch, guys. I hope you like that switch right there, Netgear, and there is a good look at that guy right there. Now you notice I did put the power in the wall as well, because right below the Netgear switch we have the Harbinger 12-inch powered studio monitors right here, and the input from those goes down to the receiver below. On the left side of the desk here, the editing desk, we have a HP all-in-one computer. Now this one is the one that I have a video on my channel for. I will put a link to this guy in the description. This is the one that we got for free and we refurbished. And you can see here, it looks absolutely fantastic sitting on the corner of the desk. And I have a smart bulb lamp back here with a Gobi smart bulb. So that sits on the left side of the desk with a stool, and then we have the Fire TV remote, and I put labels on the back of all these, and that fits right up there nicely. So that's the left side of the desk. Moving underneath the desk, you can see the editing rig sitting nicely under there. You can see my wiring skills. I did all the cable management under the desk. And then you can see here how I did all the stuff inside the wall. We have a